This is a very strange situation here because I am being given information about a status, about a situation that you were in or presently in. And as opposed to someone coming specific to let me know what's going on here, who they are, and so forth, to just focus here on a current situation or a past situation. Now, the way I was made to feel is like you're either going or you have gone through a situation where you're worrying about where you're going to be living. You're going to, where, how am I going to afford? How you were really down. Do you
Mhm.
understand where that's coming from? Okay.
Yes.
I pray this is in the past and not now. And then I saw boxes upon boxes in the room, indicating to me that someone is packing up, a business has gone bust or something. So there's boxes here. We're packing to move, packing to shift things. I don't know what's going on here. Okay. But I could clearly see that you're at the table and you're looking at what appears to be bills. And it's like, how am I going to do this? That's the situation. So, do you mind sharing? Uh, is this something you're going through now?
Um, Not currently, but in the past, I had a situation, because of other circumstances that kind of made me kind of question that, um, and kind of like a shift, I guess you could say, where financially wasn't as much as I was before.
Okay, great. Included with this came an older woman who's way above you. I felt that we're dealing with a grandmother type of energy here. And she looked very, very sharp on the case.
Hmm.
And she made me feel that, forgive me if I'm going to be blunt here, okay? She made me feel like we are responsible for our actions. That's the sort of thing she comes with. Like, we have to be responsible for for our actions. And then she made me feel that the situation you were in also involved you putting your trust in the wrong people. Like, you made a decision or decisions based on people. They may have lied, that you may have had a situation here with somebody. So that's what I felt here. Does that resonate with you?
A little bit. It could be with, because I did do a career change,
Yeah.
and the place I was before was very, it was almost just like I don't want to say like a hamster wheel, but it was just full of like kind of like empty promises, you could say, which is why I did the shift.
Okay. And it was, according to her, it was quite necessary for you to go to that extreme, for you to wake up. Okay.
Yes.
People take advantage of you, and you needed to learn to snap out of that.
Yes.
Very, very giving. Very, very giving. And, it's okay. I know what I'm doing, that sort of attitude. But for her, it's like, no, you don't. You do this, you do that. It's about self-preservation. This lady here comes from the old school mentality here. They're hard, tough as nails, basically. Very, very, very tough. But at the same time, very, warm.
Mhm.
Do you know who she is?
There's a couple people that I think have that personality, but I'm not 100% about about grandmother. Um, could be.
Grandmother feeling, that sort of thing. So that sort of feeling that I'm getting here.
Okay. I'm trying to think. It'll probably come to me.
Wearing glasses and big old-fashioned glasses. And in fact, I could swear there's something hanging from the glasses.
Hmm. I don't know. I'll have to ask.
Okay. We'll see who it is. Maybe they
Yes.
identify themselves. And then something about your dad. Something about dad. So I'm not quite sure what it was. Uh, Something about dad not being able to work and something I'm focused on that. I could see a man sitting unable to function, really, unable to work. And they were supporting him. You're supporting. That's the situation here. Or people are supporting. So is dad with us or where is dad?
So my dad is lives in a retirement kind of apartment type complex, but he is technically retired and on like disability.
Okay. So he is basically unable to work, unable to function.
He can function, but it takes a lot sometimes, but he doesn't work. No.
Okay. Have you been supporting him? Have you been giving him something, helping him something?
Um, I am his primary person here. Helped him kind of a little bit financially in the past.
Okay.
I'm here for also to emotional support.
Okay. And then I was taken to a war scene, to a war theater where there's an actual battle going on. So somebody was in a war. Somebody was active in service. And I'm not sure if this is dad or granddad, who it was, but I was taken to a battlefield here. And I was shown as if it's a movie, like, I was shown the battle, the smoke and everything else that's going on here. So who served in the army? Was it your dad?
My dad did not. I do have like a half brother that was in the army for and went to West Point and all that.
Okay.
Um, I'm trying to think. Probably you know, the older males probably did, but I'm just not aware. My grandpa did Navy, I think. Maybe he did Army. I can't sure.
Okay, same sort of thing. But Alayna, would they have been involved in actual battle, not just service?
Yes.
Okay. Korea? Who went to Korea?
I mean, the only thing I could think of is maybe my grandfather. I'm not really sure. I never really knew details about that.
Would you be able to check?
Yes.
Okay. Amongst everything that was going on here, I also saw a little boy, and I was wondering who he was, and I'm still wondering who he was. I saw a little boy momentarily. So, did you or did someone around you lose a child? Either miscarriage or abortion?
Um, Not that I know of, no.
He's linked to you. He's linked to you.
Oh,
Do you have a sister?
no.
Do you have a friend who is just like a sister to you? Someone really, really close?
Um, I do have a few friends, yes.
He's
Really,
he's linked to you here. Think, Elena, who lost the child? This is he's pointing at you. He's pointing at you. So it's linked to you or through you. I'm talking about a lady with like blonde brown hair type of thing. Blondish brown hair.
I'm not sure. I mean, my aunt in the past had, I think, a couple. I helped her with egg donation, and she attempted to carry, but it didn't attach. But or she had difficulties with that.
Does
And,
the name Sue, Susan, an S name?
I have a cousin, Sue,
Okay.
but she wouldn't. I don't think that she had any.
Are you close with Sue?
I was.
Okay. I guess that's a shut door, isn't it? We can't really go asking Sue if this applies to her.
Yeah, she'd probably reach out to you more than she would to me if you. She's passed.
She's passed. Okay. Um, did she have blondish brown hair?
I think she had blondish hair um, when she was younger,
Okay.
as she got older.
Was she the one who passed from cancer?
Yes.
Okay. So really, this little fellow here is linking both of you. I'm sorry, I have no control over who comes through, Elena.
Oh no, that's fine. I was trying to figure out. Maybe I have to do some extra research on the child.
Is this a case of someone being opinionated, someone being fixed in their ways, and no, we've got to do this way, and there's a clash, there's a personality clash here, an ego sort of personality clash?
With me and Sue.
Yeah.
Um, n- no, I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't say that. She helped me through a lot of stuff with her thought process, but um, I would say it was any kind of me and her didn't really argue or at all.
Was she, if she didn't argue with you at that sort of level, was she that way inclined? Was she that sort of person where she's fixed in her way and it's my way or the highway, that sort of thing? She's very fixed in her ways.
She had a way about doing something. She kind of made a decision towards the end that was very fixed and deciding what she wanted to do, which was, of course, against what other people, of course, wanted, but shit, she wanted, that's the way she wanted to do it.
Okay. You weren't expecting her, were you? That's the last person you would expect.
I was hoping that she would, but at the same time, too, I never know. So it's sort of like you never know who's going to come through or
Elena, she's showing me a watch, a clock, and she's like, look at the clock, clock, the time. Something along these lines, the clock, the time. What was with the time? Was she running out of time? Is that what she's saying here?
she might, yeah, it was very quick at the end, quicker than we thought.
You didn't have a chance to reconcile with her, did you?
Um, stayed with her. throughout, but I kind of had left because I got that moment I needed before. I didn't want to see her pass.
Okay. Did she have a child when she was here?
And no,
So she didn't have a child or anyone.
no children, no. And she lived alone.
Why do I pick up this child thing around her? The children. Did she work with kids? Was she in teaching with kids or something like that?
I think when she was younger, I think she did social work,
Okay.
and then she switched careers a few times after that.
Something about horses. Does that make sense to you? Horses?
I don't know if with her. I mean, my grandparents' house had horses at one point. I don't think I'm not sure. I don't think anything with her.
There's a younger girl here on a horse. And were you horse riding yourself?
Um, when I was very young at my grandparents, I used to. I mean, obviously, I needed help, but
7 years old, 7, 8, somewhere around there.
I, around there, I think maybe a little younger.
Your hair was lighter back then, huh?
Um, it might have been, but it's always been brown.
Were you living with your grandparents? Would you stay with them at their place?
Um, yes, I would stay with them periodically.
Because what I'm being shown here, sorry, we've shifted from one thing to another. It happens. Because I'm seeing who I'm supposing is you on the horse, but there's a big smile on your face. So I'm getting the feeling like you're enjoying yourself there.
Mhm.
Okay? And there's a reason why I'm being shown this. This is not random, by the way. That's the sort of life you miss. That's the sort of life was better back then, brighter. There was
Yeah.
security. There was, you know, I feel like we're happy. You were happier back then.
Yeah. I mean, that's a lot less complicated
Yeah.
than it is.
I think you hit the nail on the head here. Less complicated. That makes sense now. This older woman here, I think what she's been trying to convey, bringing it to yourself and so forth. You're not adapted to be working or to be in this sort of environment where you are. You need more a relaxed, calmer situation. Do you understand? You, whatever you're doing now and whatever you are, it's like playing catch up with things. You're out of sync. You're it's not 100% right for you.
Okay.
Would you have liked to work with animals?
Uh, yeah, I do love animals a lot.
Yeah, because I can see the horses and I can see you petting it, and I can see that you could have gone that way if you had wanted to. I'm not sure what you're doing now, Elena, but I hope to God that you yourself are working with kids, like school or special needs or something like that. I really hope. Are you doing that sort of thing?
Um, I kind of work with employers of like 401k plans, but I do like vision and it's for K through 12, but I don't have any interaction with kids. I just kind of help the advisors work with the retirement plan and I help them.
Would you consider working with children?
Um, I mean, maybe potentially.
Do you like what you're doing now?
I think it's good for right now. Um, just with learning a new skill outside of what I was doing before, to kind of put me in another box versus before as far as for career options. But
Okay. It's never too late for you if that is something you wish to consider one day. It's never too late for you to change your life altogether, to move away and start new,
mm,
somewhere where it's calmer for you, somewhere where the energy is more stable, more steady for you. Okay? I don't know much about the 401k or whatever you mentioned. Forgive me, I'm from England. We don't have the same thing. But I am feeling that there is stress involved in your work, with
yes.
certainty, with question marks, and so the option is there for you.
Okay.
I could swear that there is somebody else here who wants to come through and they haven't come through, and I can feel him. Bear with me, please, yeah? Do we have a this is a male figure, and he's at your sort of level, maybe just below you or maybe just above you. It feels, if he is not a brother, then it feels like a friend, a very close friend. And I feel that they're in the background, and we will find out why.
Okay.
Okay? Did you lose a brother?
No.
Did you lose a male friend who is like a brother, who's someone who's close?
Not really like a male brother that was close. Trying to think. I had an uncle, and then I had a guy that an ex that I had dated years ago in college had passed a few years ago.
Okay. The ex from college, were you close once upon a time?
Um, yeah, I mean, we dated for I think a little over a year, but we were close.
There was a link. Okay. Hang on. Don't tell me. Do you know how he passed?
Um,
Don't
not
go into details. Okay. So you don't know the details how he passed?
no, we had lost touch after the we split.
Do you know at least if he was responsible for it, if his actions led to it?
That was indicated. I can't confirm because I'm not fortunately close to the family, but that's what it seemed like based on.
like an overdose.
potentially.
I think you are on the right track here, Elena. Was he in trouble with the law at one point?
Um, he definitely was mischievous. I did call the cops on him once.
When did you call the cops on him? When you were dating him?
We had kind of like split because he wouldn't leave, and he kind of walked to my apartment, like just came right in. And I was like, "You gotta go."
Okay. Well, because I saw the cell, a jail cell, I saw it being closed. So I felt that whoever it was must have been in a jail cell, must have been incarcerated.
Oh, I don't know if he actually did time. Maybe. Oh, he did have. I did read that he had a situation with domestic violence
Okay.
and moved.
Oh,
So
so
he came with his new relationship after me, I think.
so it's a good job that you moved away from this relationship. That's a very sticky situation to be in because that on the one side, there's a good feeling about him. There's a charming, nice feeling about him, but on the other side, there's something like very cheeky about him. Very, very cheeky.
Yes, there was.
Okay? And push it to the limit, basically. You were thrilled by him. You were thrilled by, yeah, the audacity, like to what level he can go, what he can do. Like fascinating almost. But that was very unhealthy. It's borderline to an accidental overdose, borderline to actually suicide. So there's two things here. So it's like, I want to go. I don't mind if I go, if you know what I mean.
Hmm.
I don't care if I go. That's the psychology here. Did he date a friend of yours? Or did he have something to do with a friend of yours?
Um, there was a girl I used to be friends with where it's like it's almost like I think that they had like a one night kind of thing, but we aren't friends anymore. But no bad terms, no bad no bad blood, but
Okay. Well, I love your attitude, Elena. It's like, yeah, one night it's okay.
before I had talked to him. So I mean,
Yeah. But at least he has the courage to face you, albeit from a very safe distance.
yeah.
There was, I mean, you mentioned there was domestic abuse after he left you, correct?
Correct. At some point in his new relationship, because I saw an article.
But I'm starting to feel with you, there was perhaps the beginnings of it. There was a streak of narcissism in him. There was something, yeah? Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Mhm.
So I can see that he was not bullying, but it's an uncomfortable situation to be in.
Yes, it was very uncomfortable.
And I'm feeling very intense. I'm feeling very intense. Did his personality change? Was there a side to him that would be very cold?
Um, yes, he was very loving, and then he would switch very quickly if he didn't.
Yeah.
And
That side to him was quite ominous. It would scare. You'd feel that side if he walks into into the room, you feel it.
yes, I have a very keen sense of picking up on people's energy. before they even speak.
This is what he's apologizing for. He knows now that it affected you. And you just said it yourself. I pick up people's energy. Now he understands your constitution, how you are, and this must have put some sort of fear in you as well. So that's involved here. Okay, there's an apology from him.
Okay.
I don't know how far it affected you in meeting somebody else after him, and whether you sort of lost some of the shine towards others, and whether you started to fear others as a result. Let me put it this way, if you turn the corner and the last thing you expect is to come face to face with a tiger, your natural instincts kick in and you need to back away, be careful. So every time you turn a corner, the same feelings come back like, I need to be careful, I need to be careful.
Right.
So I think this is the situation here. Are you in a relationship now?
No.
Okay. Would you like to be?
Yeah, I would.
Okay. Well, I pray that you find somebody deserving of you.
Oh, thank you. I do too.
Have you been speaking to somebody, like a therapy or, yeah? Okay. Well done. Well done. May I openly speak with you?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. This young man here who we're talking about, and the focus is a lot on him as well because something about him stirred stuff in you, stuff that goes back as well to when you were a child, to when you were younger.
Mm.
Okay? I see a sort of a fogginess around you in the younger years. Earlier I saw you on the horse, happy, beautiful. And I must say you are beautiful child. But equally to that, I feel there's a sort of a darkness there. Something that wasn't quite right. Something that hurt you, someone that hurt you. And that's what I'm picking up. So it's all sort of linked together here. Him, the feeling from the past, stirring the same sort of thing. Am I making sense here? Do you understand where I'm coming from?
I do.
So when you go to see the therapist, please open the cards and tell them it's all linked together here. So it's not just one section. It's very significant. The link is very significant to the younger years.
There's a pattern, you could say, of certain mannerisms that kind of and behaviors that kind of carry. It stuck with me until recently where I kind of see it all like clear.
Forgive me here, but are we talking of sort of abuse situation?
I would say narcissistic tendencies and what exactly healthy looks like, or with the selection of people that I go for.
Yeah. Do you find yourself like consistently going for the wrong types of men or wrong types of people?
I do. I mean, until recently, I feel like I kind of went in a cycle over and over again where it's almost like there's certain things that I pick up from different relationships that I seek in or I attract
Okay.
from other people, from males.
So
Yes.
now I can see exactly why he's apologizing because this is more specific. because he played into that as well. He contributed to it. So he's apologizing for that. Now I can see exactly where he's coming from. Look, I'm not a therapist, okay? But however, through my work, I see things. And I want you to know something, Alayna. You're a lovely, lovely soul. And I'm not just saying it. I can see it. I can feel it.
Mhm.
Okay? Perhaps you're seeking to be recognized or appreciated or valued, but it's you're giving to the wrong people here. And this goes in exactly to what the older lady here said earlier when she said she's giving, giving, giving. And now I can understand what
Mhm.
she means, okay? It's okay to be giving, but to those who are deserving.
Right.
Okay? I don't know if you're trying to impress, trying to please, trying to be accepted. No. Let them try to please you. Let them try to feel accepted by you. Turn the thing around, my dear. Okay?
Okay.
Let whoever it is feel that they need to earn you.
Okay.
I'm sorry if I'm lecturing here.
Need to hear all the stuff, so it's great.
You were a tougher cookie when you were younger. Okay, you were tougher. I can see like you could stand up to the boys. You could stand up to them. And now I can see the word flake, on the chocolate bar. Flake. So flake, flaky. Forgive me. I don't mean to insult you. This is coming from the other side. Okay? So somehow, somewhere, we've gone a bit soft.
Mhm.
You need to gather yourself. Did you do boxing, kickboxing, or martial arts or something?
Uh, no, I did like one karate class at an after school program when I was younger, but
May I please suggest that you go and visit the gym and build yourself up?
that's what I'm actually doing right now.
Okay, well done. And are you bashing into the boxing bag or something like that?
Trying to think. No, I no, I take like classes and stuff, but not like kind of boxing and that.
I want violence.
Okay.
I want it to come out of you. This hiding like a turtle, complacency, it's got to go, Alayna. I want fire.
Okay.
Fire from that dragon lady that you truly are. Okay? To come out, punch the box, the whatever you call it, the bag, let it out. Because right now you're shackling yourself. Play it safe. She says you play it safe. Stop playing it safe. You've got to take risks.
Okay.
Okay? Punch them if need be.
The bag, of course.
Yeah, punch them if need be. Kiss them, hug them, punch them. So it's got to be about you. Her body expresses herself better than she does. This is why she's saying when you need to do what you need to do. Your body can express itself better than when you try to express yourself. So when you're doing what you're doing, punching and so forth, your body will speak. It will let it out. The blocks will be removed because I am willing to bet we're going to the therapist, but there's a bloody block there. We can't go past certain things. We can't break through. We can't, maybe we achieve a little bit, maybe we go back, maybe. No, we need to smash that wall and let ourselves free here. Okay? Is there something specific that scares you?
Um, I guess like uncertainty.
Uh-huh.
For the most part, I went through something really too traumatic past couple years, so it's sort of like rebuilding myself from that.
You realize I am a life coach, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to give you a complimentary session, Elena. I'm not charging and I'm not expecting you to book me afterwards. I'm not trying to fish for business. I've got enough business, thank God. But I'd like to extend to you a complimentary session if you wish to take it.
Of course.
It's not a psychic session, it's just for us to sit there and speak and say hello to that part of you that we need to say goodbye to.
Yes, I'd like that.
That's it. Well done. I'm going to send you the link when we're finished, and then you decide you can book me. If you want it, it's there for you. Okay? Because I want to do something for you. You're a lovely girl.
Thank you so much.
Sure. It's time people do things for you, my dear. You're giving, giving, giving. No, it's time for you to. You have a problem with receiving from people?
Um, yeah, I would say.
Well, no, you need to take now. It's not being selfish, it's not being opportunistic or using people. On the contrary, this is way people show their love to you. Okay?
Okay.
Well done, you. Well done. You see, it's quite incredible. When were you dating this colorful character?
Um, oh, I want to say like 2010, 2011. So it's been some time.
Okay, 14, 15 years, right?
Yeah.
It's very interesting how they come back from the past to help us.
Mm,
Had he not showed up, we wouldn't be having this conversation. So sometimes the worst of people do the best of things, and sometimes it's vice versa as well. So bless his heart. It's his way of showing you his appreciation. Okay? Now I've got her smiling. Whoever this lady is, she's standing, I feel her just behind me. And do you know the show that there's three old ladies, Golden Girls or whatever it's called? Yeah. You remember there was one who is a shorter one? I don't follow that show.
Sophia. Yeah.
But what, she wore glasses. That sort of character is here. That sort of look, that sort of character.
Okay.
This is a
Ma- Yeah,
grandmother.
I do have a grandmother that did wear glasses. I don't know about the chain, but she did wear glasses.
You're not viewed as a grandchild. You're viewed as actual, like a daughter to her. That's how she sees you. The love is like to a daughter, to a grandchild, so it's compounded basically.
Yeah.
This lady would be there if, let's say, you're running a fever, if you're ill, if things are not right, she's there. That sort of situation. So, and she's protecting you from the other side, my dear. And this is why she's inspired me to do what we're going to do. You're going to get 2 sessions from me. She's insisting. Not okay, 2 sessions. That's fine. Okay. I'm not expecting payment for these. So when I send you the link, please book twice. That's if you want to, of course. As I said, it's all up to you. Okay. You have any questions, Alayna?
I don't know. I'm not sure. What questions do usually people ask?
Um, well, whatever comes to mind. Most people don't have a question because they're taking everything in and they're churning it in their head and thinking about things.
Yeah, I don't know if I have a question.
Never mind. That's fine. Well, here's what you're going to do for our meeting if we are to meet. I'd like you to take a piece of paper, divide it in half. One section will be what I like about Alayna. The second section, what I don't like about Alayna. Write them. Don't be shy. Don't feel embarrassed. Okay? Be honest. Be honest with yourself and write it all down. And let's see what you like about yourself, what you don't like about yourself.
Okay.
Okay? And until we meet again, you take good care of yourself.
Thank you so much. You as well.
Absolutely, my dear. I'll send you the link. And finally, do I have your permission to use footage on social media? You don't have to say yes.
Oh, yes, that's fine.
Okay. Bless you, Alayna. I will be in touch, my dear. You take care, yeah?
You as well. All right. Thank you so much.